Looking for a good time?
Get away from my elephant! Get out! Eat my elephant!
I know women.
Greetings everyone, future feature film director, the Rookie Critic here, and I'm confident that 100% of you that is watching this video right now have not seen or heard of the movie Tampopo. Most of you are more likely familiar with the classic films like The Karate Kid, Alien, Ghostbusters, Jurassic Park, The Terminator, Die Hard, Kill Bill, Indiana Jones, Jaws, and all the rest. I have a lot of catching up to do when it comes to watching classic movies, but I do find it funny how I know of a bunch of movies that nobody else knows about, like Tampopo.
Hey yo, Rookie, what the hell is a Tampopo?
Tampopo is a Japanese comedy/western film that was released in 1985. I discovered this odd yet entertaining movie in my intro to cinema class that I took a few years back. I was very curious if this film was ever popular or if it was just like some kind of cult classic, so I checked, and guys, okay, on Rotten Tomatoes, it has a 100% critic score and a 93% audience score. What? Rotten Tomatoes may be a complete trash website for rating movies, but I mean, damn. It has like 9,000 people that voted to get the audience score at a 93%, and only 50 critics got it to a 100%. It just surprises me to see a score like that, because no one I know has ever seen this movie. And I'm not trying to use Rotten Tomatoes as an actual example here of something. I'm just saying, this is what it shows, even though they are a broken website. But it's like, there's no agenda you could push with this, and it's from another country, so I don't know. I have no idea why it's like that. It's crazy.
So, what the heck is it about, Rook?
I'm glad that you asked, Fanscene. Tampopo is completely about noodles. And I ain't lying, guys. A guy named Goro and his best friend Gun are truck drivers, and they also love noodles. They stop by at a noodle shop and meet a lady named Tampopo and agree to help her improve her awful, disgusting-ass noodle shop. Think of it like Rocky or Danielson training throughout the whole movie for the big fight, except replace that with noodles. That is the main plot that drives the story. But don't worry, that's not all that happens in this movie. When we're not focusing on the main plot, we just kind of literally go to random scenes that are just kind of like skits, but with noodles. To a lot of people, this may sound very odd and boring, but trust me, the shit is funny. Since it is a comedy, I don't want to spoil too much stuff for you, but even if I were to tell you, you just have to see it in order to get it, you know? Like, there's this one scene where there's this dying mom and she makes her family some noodles before dropping dead. There's a random couple in a hotel doing some funky sexual things to each other involving food. You only see, like, just a couple of titties and some making out. You know, nothing too graphic, just to be clear. There's a scene where this fancy lady's teaching a bunch of young women how to eat noodles without slurping. And at the same time, there's this huge fat dude across the restaurant just slurping it up. The very first scene of the movie is this guy and his wife are sitting in a movie theater talking about how people eating chips in a theater is fucking annoying. And then the movie just starts. The film appears to take elements from American movies like Westerns and even Indiana Jones. And I know that some Westerns took a lot of inspiration from things in the East, but I can't really be sure where he drew his inspiration from directly, whether it's from Eastern films or Western, but I get the Western vibe and it's called a Western, so I'm assuming it's from American films, so just, you know, I don't know. There's even a noodle master in this movie, and he's also a homeless person. They make it seem as if noodle making is some form of art and is very intricate, and you almost feel like you're learning while you're watching. I had no idea that a human being could actually, for real, no joke, make a whole 2-hour movie about noodles. But they did it. They did it, and they did it well. I know that some people can be a little queasy and squeamish with certain stuff here and there, so I will say that in the movie there are a total of 3 things that might unsettle you, and that is, they do show a severed pig head, they cut off a little turtle's head, like a live turtle's head, and they kill an oyster. Other than that, the movie is hilarious, and I highly recommend that you give it a watch. You can find it on Amazon for DVD, or also on Vudu. Sometimes they have it on YouTube if they don't get struck down real quick when people upload it, and I think on Apple TV. Let me know what you think about it if you actually end up watching it, so I can finally talk to somebody else who has seen it and pick their brain for their opinion on it. And have a great rest of your day, everybody. Hey there, movie lovers and potential GoFundMe backers. I'm on YouTube trying to gain experience to become a feature film director someday. I'm working on a film project called The Rookie's Legends, set to release sometime this summer of 2020. With modern entertainment constantly being rebooted, retconned, hijacked, Overused and lacking passion, a villain plans to unleash the gods of cinema to destroy all of film history and restart it for herself. It's up to the Rookie and his band of small YouTubers to protect the legacy of film history as we know it. If you would like an example of this style of film, check out my Rookie's Quest trilogy. If you would like to help fund the project and be credited as a producer, the link to my GoFundMe is in the description below, along with my Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all for listening, and have a great rest of your day.